All right, and then on the same day, you guys are over at Lockport. I myself was at Chicago at the Pullman Center running the boys through that one. And that one, I mean, it's one of the newer events, I would say, on our annual calendar, but it's been great year after year. It was a fun day. I'll start off with my top overall prospect. It's going to be Dominic Maloney from Loyola. So a little background on him. He's a quarterback, and they just won state. So, I mean, clearly he's an athlete. 8A state champs, by the way, and they've long been a powerhouse with football. And then just looking at the Twitter, seems like a great athlete. Like his profile picture is him doing the Jordan Caleb Williams jump throw. So clearly the kid's got some athleticism in there. And I mean, it really translates to the mound. He was 88 to 92 with the fastball. So I mean, not surprised that he's got arm strength. He's a quarterback at a great school. And not only was it 88 to 92, but it had over 18 inches of IVB at its peak, which is kind of, that's getting up there, especially being 92. And then he showed a firm curveball at 76 to 78 miles an hour, and then kind of a shorter, similar shape to the slider, maybe a little more sweepy, but kind of a bullet shape in the same velo range, which to see a kid throw a breaking ball that hard, that's usually an indicator that he's going to throw harder. If he can spin it and throw it firm, like you got arm speed on it, like he's going to continue to throw harder. So he was Nick DiBenedetto's favorite arm from the day. I was over at hitting basically the whole day, and my favorite underclassman that I saw was Nolan Hecht. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that, Nolan, but Nolan Hecht maybe. DePaul College Prep 2028. So he was up to 104 for the max EV, so big boy numbers. Average 91. There's a ton of power upside in that frame. He's about 6'2", 180, plenty more strength to come. And I was a big fan of the easy, like, long levered swing with length through the zone. Like, it was easy jump off the barrel. He doesn't take a ton of effort to get into that power. But yeah, it's longer, it's flat through the zone. He's going to be one that we definitely need to cross-check this spring in game to see how that plays. And then he was up to 85 from the outfield as well. So there's some tools to like there. And then a big takeaway I had from the day was a couple of freshmen from Homewood Flossmoor that I liked. Delval DeSavio the third, and then Mateo Blakes. Just a couple bats that I liked. Delval, it was a whippy and balanced swing with upside. Just a kid to keep watching as as he goes through the ranks, as he continues to fill into his body. And then same with Mateo. Was a fan of just like a hitterish look. He's got loose wrists that always stands out, especially at the young age. It's flat, it's clean, and there's definitely more strength coming there. So yeah, that was one of my big takeaways. And just an overall great day. Saw a lot of good players and excited to follow them throughout the spring here.
Shout out to HF. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
their guys have come out to preseason ID events and like not just come out but shown well and earned, a mention, whether it's on our podcast or in our quick hits. And I would just make sure that you guys, yeah, we're talking about some guys on the podcast, but there's plenty that we, don't get to that we'll talk on in quick hits or when we roll out the analysis of the event. So just make sure you keep peeking at our actual written articles. Only get into so much here on the podcast. But yeah, HF, seen a lot of their guys, man. They've got, a bright spring coming up. I just think of like Cormac Saunders, saw him at the Unsigned Senior. There's plenty of others to name, but he was one that really stood out to us as kind of being a stud. And they've got plenty of young guys coming through as well, whether it's Brock Hamilton. I could go, the list kind of goes on and on. But yeah, thanks, Pete. And thanks for running that Chicago event. Because it has been kind of a mainstay now for the last handful of years over there at the Pullman Center and always get a breakout candidate. And I'm really, really curious to see Dominic Maloney because everything you kind of mentioned there with the multi-sport athlete, the QB1, like those, that's what you're looking for. And then he's clearly got present arm strength up to 92, can spin it. So it's another name that just firmly got on our radar here after a preseason ID event. It doesn't matter where we see you. The biggest thing is that we see you.